Well, marriage can be stressful, and as most anyone will tell you, it takes a lot of work to make a marriage work. But what if one of you is an Olympic athlete? There is a new book out now that looks at juggling the pressures of marriage and training and competing at an elite level. It's called The Business of Marriage and Medals, and one of the authors, Ailey Payne, joins us now. Ailey, thanks very much for coming in today.
Thank you.
Now, you're an accomplished team and personal coach, and your husband, Jeff, who competes on the elite stage of skeleton.
Skeleton, yeah.
Obviously, a lot going on there in your house. How do you manage?
It's taken us a long time to be able to work out our schedules and negotiate roles of who's doing what, make sure that I have enough support in the winter with 2 boys at home, and that we have enough contact so that we can stay in touch.
Now, with all of these stresses, how do you keep things in perspective? I mean, because clearly there's a lot of achieving going on between the two of you.
Yes.
Do you have to be a little selfish, Ellie, or is it a matter of just supporting each other?
I think it's a little bit of both. Jeff would be the first to say that to do what he's done and get to where he's gotten, he's had to be very selfish with his time and energy.
Okay.
And when he's gone, I need to be a lot the same. I don't return calls as quickly, and I'm not as social. I just need to keep my energy focused to keep my business running and help be the mom and the husband all at once.
Absolutely. You got to take it all on at times.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Well, here's some video of Jeff now. He's a 2-time world champion and a silver medalist in Turin. Is that correct?
Yes, he was. Yes.
And he's in Vancouver now?
He is. He's in Whistler, and they're training on the track as we speak.
Terrific. Getting ready, obviously, for the Olympic Games there.
Yes, 17 days to go till he's finished. So
now, when he is competing in events like the Olympics, like the World Championships, how often do you actually see each other or talk?
We actually don't see each other that often. We will see Jeff at the finish line of his race on the 19th for a short period of time, and then again on March 1st. That's it. And because this is in North America, we have the opportunity to have cell phones that work. But when it's in Europe, with an 8-hour time change, very different cell phone networks and internet, there can be a week or 2 before we actually are in contact. So
it's a long time.
It is a long time, yes.
Well, what advice do you have for couples? Ellie, I mean, it's tough enough. But given the pressures that your marriage is under, what have you learned that you could pass on to married couples?
I think the biggest part of it is to negotiate. It really is a negotiation. I thought it was always skeleton. I hated that. But it really wasn't skeleton. It was how it was being done. So we renegotiated how it was done so that it didn't feel like I was the sacrifice for the success. And definitely stop blaming each other. Because we can be right about what we're right about. Not getting anywhere. It's about sitting down, having a plan that we both buy into that gets us both what we'd like individually and as a couple. Did
you reach a crisis point in your marriage, without getting too personal, but I guess that's what we're talking about here?
It's all in there.
So you really needed to set the ground rules again.
Absolutely. We definitely, we got to the brink a few times where that was going to be it. And we needed to keep reworking and constantly revisit how were we doing this so that it worked for both of us and that it wasn't going to literally put us bankrupt or divorced.
Really?
So, yes.
So you've learned a lot and you're passing that on. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Again, the book is The Business of Marriage and Medals. Ailey Payne, thanks very much for joining us today.
Thank you.